The one thing that I found almost all the time when I'm dropped into a disaster is there's this paralysis of decision making. And that's why it hasn't moved from A to B to C, is because somebody's afraid to make a decision. And one of the first things I look for is, okay, what have we got sitting in a pile that nobody wants to move on? Where is it stuck? Because this should have been done months ago, or in some cases years ago. And you start nosing around and talking to people, and they say, well, I can't get past this decision. And I say, well, who needs to be in a room to make the decision? And you'll get a list. And I said, okay, set the meeting. What are we waiting for? I'd rather be told no now and find out what my limitations are than continue this charade of trying to do things with no direction and no authority.
And with that in mind, how much democratizing do you think is valuable in standing up a learning program? Like, how many chefs really need to be in the kitchen?
Well, I think this goes to how you manage things. So as a project manager, what I would look at is, okay, we need areas of authority and responsibility. So each of the partners in this, whether there's 2 or 200, each of you has an area of responsibility, and you have authority for that area of responsibility. And you will have deadlines, and you will have things that you need to do. And that's where I see the democracy taking place. Ultimately, somebody has to make the final decision. But I have found if I don't give people authority and I don't give them deadlines and I don't give them the tools they need within my ability to do so, then what I have is a bunch of people sitting around swimming. And nobody's going to go anywhere because they don't feel like they have the authority or they don't want to make a bad decision. But if you give them their own territory and their own things that they're responsible for and real deadlines, and also an open door, whether it's online or in the office, that they can come in and talk about things, then that's where I think democracy falls apart. It's not about everybody having an opinion. It's about everybody managing a part of this process, at least in my view.
What I love about what you said just now, and I want everyone who's watching this as a recording to like go back maybe 10 to 15 seconds, because what Chuck said that, in my opinion, is another crucial piece that is valuable is how you're establishing the boundaries and the areas of responsibility and your expectations for their performance within their, like you mentioned, their area of control. I can't remember what the exact phrase was. I was too busy like obsessing over what you said to pay attention to the words. But you know, essentially that is a crucial piece that I think also when you're building a learning program is understanding how you want to, where the pieces are going to fit within who is owning what and what that actually looks like.